Alright there you guys, welcome to another one of my live videos. As I keep saying, subscribe to the channel and drop your likes on this current video. Basically the process of this is currently currently 21-year-old Thomas Lemar from Monaco. I think Arsenal and Monaco have been in negotiations for quite a while basically to get a deal agreed, but it has come to a conclusion now that a new fresh bid has been put in by Arsenal. I think 2 bids have been rejected in the past. I can't remember the bids that have been rejected. Monaco, they've been inquiring for quite a while, Arsenal, to land Thomas Lemar on the board. I can't remember the bids that were rejected. I think it was 2 bids, but I think they have prepared now. Recently a 45 million bid's been rejected, but they have now prepared a £50 million bid. I don't know is this including add-ons with the appearances, with the appearances and the performances. Is this including add-ons? They did rate him as 70 to 80 million pound. Arsenal were willing to pay that. Monaco have suggested, like they have for the entirety of the summer for a lot of their players, is sanctioned, and basically they have quoted out currently that Thomas Lemar is currently not for sale. This is according to Monaco, like they've said with Kylian Mbappe. Basically, he is not for sale, but Arsenal are working their way around to try and get Thomas Lemar on the board. He's a player that's good. He's good at creating that dedicated width. He's strong, he's quick. He's also very versatile. He can play also of numerous positions as well. I think it's one of Wenger's main priority targets to get on the board. Wenger's insisted Kylian Mbappe will not be sold. But could this change basically Arsene Wenger's firm stance on what happens with Sanchez? Will he soften his stance a little bit and not be so ruthless and rebuff everything that's been said? Could this be an alternative replacement for Alexis Sanchez if Thomas Lemar does come in on the board? Obviously they've got Lacazette, who's a fantastic quality player, who's going to at least guarantee them 20-25 goals a season. I can guarantee you that. But I think they may need another player at least if Sanchez does go. But if they do keep him, also Ozil might sign another contract in the Arsenal team. You've got in the mix, you've got Ozil, you've got Sanchez if he stays, you've got Lemar, you've got Lacazette, maybe Giroud. You know, you've got a lot of good players there, all in the mix for your team. And Arsene Wenger, I do put my hat off to him because a lot of Arsenal fans have basically wanted him out for the entirety of last season. I think the last couple of years they wanted him out, but at least he's trying in this transfer window. He's been there for over a decade. He has done good for the club, but they know in certain areas things need to be addressed through Arsenal. But they could get the capture of Thomas Lemar. Negotiations have been going on. Monaco are reluctant to sell him, but it's the new they've put a £50 million deal in for Thomas Lemar, which will be essential for Arsenal. They've also eyed out on Riyad Mahrez, but they're quoting out £50 million Leicester's price tag, which may be a bit too much for Riyad Mahrez. Is a player that did win the PFA award in their current success to the Premier League. Riyad Mahrez, Arsenal have been trying to get him on the board. They think £50 million too much. He quoted out, last season, that he was adamant that he did want to leave Leicester City. We've had Roma, who's wanted to try and get him. Even Barcelona, there's even been talks about Barcelona with the Lemar deal. Can't see that happening. That may be just talks. But Mahrez is fast. He's got fantastic passing ability as well. He's good. He's quick. And what a fantastic player. And he's very, very skillful. Well, Arsenal probably may not need him if they do get Thomas Lemar on the board. But with Thomas Lemar, I think personal terms have been agreed. It's been stemming for quite a while that Arsenal have showed their interest, but they've been struggling. Basically, the two clubs have been struggling to agree a full-on deal for the player. But with Monaco, you know, they've lost Benjamin. They've been a team that's been out to negotiate. You know, they've lost the likes of Benjamin Mendy to City. They've lost Bakayoko. They've lost who's the other bloody player? I keep forgetting Bakayoko. They've lost Bakayoko. They've lost Mendy. Bakayoko, Mendy. I've lost my memory of who. And Bernardo Silva, that's it. They've lost them 3 players. So already Monaco have basically cashed in around about £300 million. So if they were to lose Thomas Lemar, if they were to lose Kylian Mbappe, so that'd be Wait there. That'd be over 500 million that Monaco had gained. They may be happy raising the money, but look on the other side of the coin. You know, they've losing all the best players, the young, talented, experienced squad that drove them to win the La Liga 1 last season. Progressed fantastically well to the Champions League semi-final, but history is always beneficial to get the players that you want. Also, you know, having a fantastic stadium's also beneficial. Arsenal have got a 6,000 capacity stadium, very aesthetic stadium, also a good fan base. And with Monaco, their stadium only holds 18,000 supporters, so you can take that into consideration in that aspect. It may be announced in the next couple of days, but as I updated you about Alexis Sanchez earlier, could this basically be an alternative replacement? Will Arsene Wenger keep firm, or will he soften his stance if Thomas Lemar comes in? I think Arsene Wenger will be more calm if Thomas Lemar goes to Arsenal. Arsenal have already got Lacazette. They paid 52 million. But with Alexis, with you know, I said if the deals go through, what is it now? If the deals go through for the Mbappe, the deals go through for the Neymar, it's going to destroy the Pogba deal last summer. That's going to be a bargain in the next couple of years, the way the transfer window is going. You know, back years ago when we bought a world record fee Ferdinand, 16 years ago, doesn't count. Back in 2000 with Luis Figo, with Real Madrid. Back in 2009 with Cristiano Ronaldo. You know, it's going to smash all them deals, and you probably will now get Alexis Sanchez for a reasonable fee. It is being confirmed. A low salary will be involved if he joins the likes of City. We know Bayern Munich have been in there. Who else? City, Munich, and PSG basically. But he's been demanding 500,000 as a Alexis Sanchez from PSG. Arsene Wenger still rebuffed it. He's basically saying it's not happening. A meeting's going to be scheduled when he turns up for training on Monday. They're going to have talks face to face, discuss things to see what's going to be happening with his future. He has been caught in Paris discussing with the Paris Saint-Germain director and Sanchez and his agent about a potential move to Paris Saint-Germain. Reports had broke out yesterday. PSG were willing to pay over £40 million to get Sanchez on the board. Manchester City have also been in the race to get him on the board. They've been in the race. It's Pep Guardiola's number one solution. He's looking to reunite with Pep Guardiola. City have already spent over 200 million on 5 players. So if they possibly want to get Sanchez, and they were possibly want to get Kylian Mbappe because they're in the race with Real Madrid, that would be... And Sanchez won basically including the agent fees and the wage as well, which would be... You're maybe talking over 500 million if City were to capture the signings of Sanchez. They would capture the signings of Kylian Mbappe also. But he's rebuffed it. The speculation's been going on with Sanchez since that meeting saying I want Champions League football. This is the first time they haven't participated in Champions League football for 20 years. A lot of players want to go to teams that have got Champions League football. 17 years before Sanchez came. Wenger's just basically disregarded the media. He has no faith whatsoever in the media. He thinks it's just pure speculation. He's mistranslated basically everything that's been said. Basically, he's mistranslated it all. He was demanding a £400,000 a week contract, and Arsene Wenger were only willing. Sorry, it wasn't 375. Sorry, £275,000 a week. He's still confident he will sign a new deal. He's confident Ozil will sign a new deal and probably be in the mix and stay with the club. A lot of that, generally in Arsenal, they may not think it is an alternative replacement for Sanchez. They're still basically confident that Sanchez will stay. I think he's still adamant that he does want to leave because he basically wants Champions League football, does Alexis Sanchez. So that's it really, and anything else? And with City has spent basically, if they do get Kylian Mbappe, that will total the rally to maybe over £400 million. Monaco are taking illegal actions. City inquired about this back in April for the potential deal, a potential deal for Kylian Mbappe. Monaco have been standing firm. They're basically reluctant to sell Lemar onto them from their perspective. They're reluctant to sell Kylian Mbappe. But they're going to raise so much money, just like Real Madrid have raised so much money. They've raised over £90 million. But it's not always about the money. It's about basically keeping your best players in your team, because it's always going to be difficult, even though you've got that money, to find them individual replacements who are potentially better than that certain player. And Kylian Mbappe, it broke out yesterday. Basically, we know Real Madrid have had the interest. They've been in the ascendancy. One of the main priorities has been Eden Hazard from Chelsea. They were looking to offload Morata. Morata was a player that looked likely was going to come to Manchester United. They were raising them funds for Morata. We didn't get the deal finalised because they was charging too much money for Morata. And they've been a team that's been hard to negotiate with. But they've got a fancy fan base in a static stadium. They win loads of honours. They're fantastic in the Champions League. Win La Ligas. And probably one of the world's best teams in the world. And Kylian Mbappe is also a fan of currently Real Madrid. Whether he wants to leave, is he adamant basically that he wants to leave? Put aside Monaco, whatever Monaco say. Does he want to leave the club? Monaco standing firm, just like Arsene Wenger standing firm with Alexis Sanchez. And he's said in a few press conferences as Wenger that he's rebuffed everything, he's mistranslated, and he's been absolutely ruthless. So he's not believing anything that has basically been said about Alexis Sanchez. He's not believing anything. He's denied suggestions he was in Paris, which he clearly was in Paris. There was evidence about this. So yeah, Arsenal could capture the signing of Thomas Lemar, which will take their spending spree maybe to over £100 million on a couple of players. I think they've signed one or two players at the moment in time of Arsenal. So but for Mbappe, yeah, it just broke out yesterday. All of a sudden, we know numerous teams. He's attracted a lot of high-profile clubs, including us. Arsenal have had a few bid rejected. They'd put an 80 million that had been rejected, an 120 million bid that had been rejected. And Real Madrid have just come out and prepared to offer £160 million, which is going to make him the world's most expensive teenager in world football. And this was 160 million. Wasn't the only 160 million. It's going to come to a lot more money, including, you know, the salary of the player, plus add-ons as well, which is the performances and the appearances. Could be a structure involved as well, depending how he progresses with the team. So that's how it is, depending how he progresses with the team. And currently signing a 6-year contract as well. It may be essential if they did basically get him on a loan deal to see how he did participate with Real Madrid, because it's a new start for him. He is still only 18. I'd give him a couple of years. I would give him a couple of years at Monaco. He's only had a couple of years there. And it's insanity judging one player after one bleeding season. And he's had a fantastic campaign, 26 goals last season, I think, and got a lot of assists. And his performances for France and Monaco have been fantastic. And there's a lot of good French players out there, as I told you before. But it's a bit insanity judging one player after one season. You could say that with Thomas Lemar. You could say that with several Monaco players, because it was the first time they won the La Liga one since 2000. Anywhere over basically nearly 2 decades. So these Real Madrid are judging him basically after one season and will come out with an astonishing amount of money. I know a lot of teams have been interested, but after one season you can't really judge it. I'll give him more time to express himself more at Monaco. If I were Monaco, I would really, really keep him. They've already lost the likes of Silva. They've lost a lot of their top-class players, and they don't want to lose any more of their top-class players, do Monaco. I just don't see why. Regardless of what money's been involved in the scenario of what's going on, I still wouldn't sell any more of my players. They have gained money. Real Madrid have gained money, but as I said, with that money you can buy starting 11. You can buy at least 7 or 8 players. Kylian Mbappe is one of the highest prospects in world football at this moment in time, but he will grow and develop into his game more. What I'd do is see how he participates at Monaco, and then judge him after that. I'm not gonna. He's a fantastic player. Don't get me wrong. He's a prolific goal scorer, but I wouldn't judge it. I wouldn't judge the player basically after one season with the club. Monaco, fantastic squad. They've still got Thomas Lemar. I think Falcao's still there. So they have got a fantastic squad. City have entered the race. They're willing to pay 143 million for the player. City have had plans to basically try and hijack him from the Real Madrid pursuing the current player. City, though, basically, will they allow Aguero to leave if Mbappe goes on the board? They may not need him. It is not Pep Guardiola's first choice. He has done good business in this transfer window so far, so that is good. It's not always about being a checkbook manager. But it's not Guardiola's first choice. It's Sergio Aguero. It's not his first choice. City may still get him. I can't see City getting him. They are willing to pay that kind of money for Kylian Mbappe. But City have got plans to basically try and hijack the player. They're willing to pay the £143 million. But will he go to Manchester City? I do not know. I really do not know, guys. That could come inconclusive. City want Sanchez. City want Mbappe. Real Madrid want Mbappe. PSG want Sanchez. You know, Bayern Munich have wanted Sanchez. You know, I said City have wanted Sanchez. So we don't really know. And as I updated you earlier, guys, what was it now? About Verratti. He's got Raiola that represents him now. Could be now involved in the Neymar deal. Talks of 110 plus. Verratti involved in the deal as part of Neymar going exchanging. That could happen. So that could now mean we're not getting Verratti on the board. So yeah, with the Thomas Lemar anyway, Arsenal could now land him on the board. I don't know if a salary has been concluded yet. Obviously, it's about the agent fees and the wage as well. It's not just about the initial bid you're putting in for the player. So we'll see what happens. I don't think they'll get Riyad Mahrez because Leicester are asking for too much money. Anything else to update you with? Yeah, so we still need to strengthen up. We still may need another centre-back if Smalling goes. We definitely need that midfielder in there. We've nearly completed the signing now of Matic. Should be announced sooner or later. But Mourinho's only got 2 players in at the moment, but he's got a fantastic pedigree. He's proved it at Chelsea. And he likes to get tall players in, and he's also been good with centre-backs in the past as Jose Mourinho. So he knows what he's doing. He's a fantastic manager. But it was Spanish reports were suggesting yesterday that they had agreed a deal in principle with Kylian Mbappe. Monaco denied these suggestions that was true. But now City have currently entered the race to try and currently hijack him. City still need to address in certain positions. They've got a quality squad. They've got Silva, they've got Aguero, they've got Sterling. They've now got Kyle Walker, who's a fantastic right back. Him and Benjamin Mendy on each flank, you know, he'll be very dynamic in his full back position, and it's going to be hard to score past them with a solid back four now. That's Manchester City have got. So the way that's going, the favourites for me, I think City may do it. Chelsea are going to be in there with a shout. Arsenal probably not. May do, not quite sure. Liverpool probably not. They're still trying to capture Naby Keita. Don't think that's going to happen now though, because they are reluctant to sell him. Are currently Red Bulls. So yeah, and for a young 18-year-old, that amount of money is a lot. And as I said, compare the age gaps. Rashford 19, Mbappe is 18, and Rashford, even if we were to sell him, fantastic player, he's grown and developed into his game. He wouldn't. No team would offer that amount of money. They're just judging basically Mbappe after one season. Say with Neymar and Mbappe. Neymar, big age difference. Neymar more experienced. Probably one of the world's most efficient players in world football. There's a £222 million in stake that PSG are willing to pay off. But that's still too much money anyway, because it's basically all about money now. It's football. The PSG owners have been in talks to Barcelona. The current father has had discussions with the PSG officials about getting a deal finalised. But now it could it could be a change of scenery now. Could be involved now in the what's Verratti. They want to get Verratti at Barcelona, and then they could get Neymar on the board. I don't know what's going to happen yet. It might be fully announced in a press conference what's going to be happening, but it's still astronomical business if the deals do get finalised by PSG, and it'll be astronomical business if City get Mbappe or Real Madrid get Mbappe. Staggering amounts of money, as you've seen over the years, and could help. It could help with the pursuit of us getting Gareth Bale. Could really help the pursuit of us getting Bale. Mourinho's disregarded it. He says it won't happen, but Mbappe is not going to be guaranteed first team football if Bale's still in the team when Benzema's there and Ronaldo's there as well. So, and you've got other class players in the Real Madrid team. Modric, Isco, you had Rodriguez, he's currently not there now. So Real Madrid have got an absolutely class side, and he's going to experience a bigger facility, a bigger fan base, a much bigger club Real Madrid are than Monaco, and for the young 18-year-old that would be a good experience for the young lad, but it's the money. And then Monaco can find the individual replacements, but it's going to be hard, the amount of money basically they've been charging for their players. This is why they've been struggling to negotiate with other clubs. But we'll see what happens. Anyway, guys, that's everything to update you today. Drop your comments and likes below on the video, and take it easy, and I'll see you later on. Bye.